Hello there, Gemini. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Gemini for July of 2020, 7 months into the year. I hope it goes faster than the last six have. Well, for all of you that are new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck like an overview for the month. And at the end of the reading, we'll pull an angel card, hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you, so I guess it makes all of us Geminis named Frankie for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign and rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month. I don't think these cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month as an overall theme. I have a short message for us before we begin, and it's like we're going to be like a lot of renegotiation, like of agreements, things like that. But we have to keep our heads on our shoulders, and we're an air sign, we can do that, like being realistic. A lot of new ideas coming in to us, maybe they're business ideas, different kinds of ideas. We're all different Geminis, but maybe you getting those ideas and bouncing them off a good friend or a partner or something like that to kind of see, are they viable, you know that kind of energy. Is that agreement, do I really want to renegotiate it, keeping my head on my shoulders? Do I got a really creative, good new idea coming into my head, speaking to a good friend or my partner to bounce the ideas off of, see which ones are viable, which ones aren't. That's our message this month. We have good words. They are harmony, gratitude, creativity. That may have something to do with the original message, faith, and surrender. We have some interesting cards this month. We have 3 major arcana. In one reading with only 5 cards, we get 3 of them. And that's really interesting because our first card here is the Justice card. And I'm like, oh boy, what's that going to mean for us? So this is being concerned with like external circumstances, not with things that are going on within us, because we have cards that support the within is doing really well, like waiting for the right action, right time, the right step to move forward, maybe seeking justice in some type of a personal or business affair, or sometimes being involved in a lawsuit can come along with this. In any case, it's like important that we work really hard to resolve that situation in a way that's fair and equitable to all the people or the participants involved. We have to create balance. The scales of justice need to be balanced during this time, not only of power, like the balance of power, but of emotional reactions to the situation. That could involve maybe jockeying for power at work, division of properties, marital properties, things like that between ourselves and others. Sometimes a time for moderation. Justice is moderation in everything that we do. Sometimes with this we get called in to like arbitrate for someone else, But if that's the case, if that's the case, we should be remaining neutral and not letting our emotions cloud the picture, because if the one partner asks us and the other partner asks us to get in the middle of something, we want to pull our emotions out. We don't want to say, oh, I like that other person better, so I'm going to be on their side. We want to be the one to, if it's someone else outside of us, to sort that out, bring them into harmony. The Justice card, and that's one of our words down here. the Justice card to me also just means taking everything into consideration. Um, Taking what I am justly due, but not taking more. Making sure that everyone in a situation is treated fairly and treated honestly. So take my just due and no more. So it's that kind of energy also, like not pushing to get everything for me. If I, well, like think of a, maybe, whoops, can't pick up my card here, a divorce settlement, and I'm of the attitude, hey buddy, I'm gonna take you for everything, stand back a minute, reevaluate, think, what is fair, what is kind, and what is just, and have faith and surrender, like our word here, the rest, to create harmony and something I'm grateful that I have done, versus I'm kicking myself in the butt afterwards because I said it or I did it and I wasn't fair to everybody, and I regret it, because we Geminis are kind people and we mostly remain in balance, and our brains are going all the time because we're smart. We create things. We have a lot of thoughts going on in our little noggins, and most of them are pretty darn worthwhile. And that's because we are creative and because we use internal energy. Sorry, here I got the runny nose and I can't seem to get rid of it this year. Usually it goes away in June, but it's not going away. Everybody here is getting the same thing. But our next card is the moon, so there's two major arcanas right off the bat. So this is an interesting card. It's kind of mysterious in a way, but the symbolism of the moon is that it illuminates the non-conscious side, of life, the internal, not human life externally, but the internal thing. It illuminates, I think, it illuminates what springs up from inside of us. The things that spring up inside of us helps us to perceive our inner nature in a much clearer light, and understand how we really feel, our feelings, our little perceptions, start to come into sight way more clearly when we get the moon card, that we can like tune in with more accuracy to spiritual vibrations, because we're more connected right now, really connected. When you see this last card, you'll understand, really connected to the information that comes through that invisible world, that the moonlight, so internal. And it also means we have this really heightened right now sense of psychic development, and that's extremely useful in these times, is what I want to say, and in this day and age. Very useful energy for us. It also can show us, for some of us it will, that there are secrets that are hidden from us that we need to see or discern, right, before we make a decision. My husband always says this little prayer, and the little prayer is, there's nothing that is covered that shall not be revealed. And I thought it's interesting because it always shows things. If something's not that we think or feel, we don't know, and it's information that we need, that little prayer can help us, and the moon will illuminate it, because the moon illuminates the dark, or that which is hidden. It illuminates the dark and that which is hidden from our eyes, our physical eyes, and shows us with our internal eyes. It's that type of energy, because our next here is the Knight of Cups, and that's emotions. This is going to be male or female, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy coming into our lives, maybe us being called up to actually take on more of this, because the Knight of Cups is a very loving energy. It brings us some type of message about love, can represent our one true love. That it's that kind of energy. That's my one true love, the knight in shining armor on the white horse energy. It means that we are deeply involved in some kind of an emotional situation, the point to the point where nothing else matters to us. Very little else matters to us. So that, I think, could be why our original message about renegotiating, maybe agreements, things like that, but to be realistic. So bounce it off of our partner or really good friend, that type of energy. So the energetics that's coming at us, we might be awaiting like some kind of message, a declaration of love from somebody with such anticipation that everything else is like, that's insignificant. You, it's that type of energy. Nothing else matters to me but getting the declaration of love. All other relationships, that if it has to do with a relationship, all other relationships, they just pale by comparison to this particular relationship. And if it doesn't represent love, and for some of us it just might not, it is really, or certainly, a really good friend that's honest, that will be there for us, always aid us if we need help. That kind of energetics comes off of the Knight of Cups too. Someone who's really good to us and for us, even if it's not a lover, and it's like my friend. And when we think back to that original message, maybe my friend, or that I'm bouncing ideas off of, and we can trust them. They're loyal, they're true, they're honest with us. So helpful, a very helpful kind of information coming to us, something we'd be very grateful for, and we could always have faith in them, like our word down here, because our next card here is the Eight of Pentacles, and this is kind of interesting card. It's like the Three of Pentacles, where they're conferring with someone who really knows their stuff, but this one here suggests like learning a new skill or taking up some new career path. But the new thing that we're going to take up, or the new venture we're going to take up, spells to us success. And that's excellent, because we're in a period of training ourselves intensely with a clear, intelligent mind, where my mind is working really good. It might actually be thinking about money, right? Because there's 6 pentacles on the wall here, one under his elbow, and the 8th one he's creating in the exact image. So we could be integrating old skills into a new form, or adding a new skill on to what we had before, meaning that we tried every different way of making a living, and now we're finalizing kind of who do I want to be when I grow up, finalizing how we want to use our personal resources to realize like material sufficiency in the earth plane, that's going to fulfill our needs, that's going to allow us to expand. So the sureness of purpose, right? Our head, our mind is on there, very determined. So it guarantees our success, period. So our craftsmanship gets rewarded by commissions, new coming, new business coming forward for us, all those good things, but it it's like the things in the material realm, because of the moon card and that kind of, and us taking our just due, but not more than our just due. Then we get rewarded with things because we went internally, went and found the information that we needed, bounced our ideas off of others. Maybe we bounced it off of this Knight of Cups energy, because we have some pretty powerful cards coming in here. Now we got the High Priestess, and that's when we have a very high sense of awareness, period. Awareness of the invisible world, where our spirit is, where the interchange will take place inside of us before it manifests anywhere in the outer plane. So we have two psychic cards in here that are showing that we're really becoming intuitive. So when we are in tune with this kind of energy, that and our invisible world, what we're seeing is extremely accurate now. We are in a position to take advantage of that fact, because we're taking the time, we're doing the work, it's internal work, so we're in the position to take advantage of it, and it's going to help us here with that Eight of Pentacles type energy. We sometimes with this card will remove ourselves, just like from the outside world, or literally like from our day-to-day life, because we want to go within, turn out the lights, shut the door, that type of energy, in order to go deeper within, inside our inner world. For some of us it'll be meditation, others of us prayer, others of us thinking, daydreaming, maybe about creative ideas, and tuning into our inner source, tuning into that inner source. So we have the Justice card here that's telling us, we're going to have a good outcome just by taking our just due and renegotiating agreement. Like in the beginning, we're going to be grateful for that. We're getting or integrating an old skill into a new form, and we also have this loving, supportive energetics around us of the Knight of Cups that can be really, really helpful in whatever it is that we're bringing forward. And if we use that internal guidance and have faith and surrender everything, it all drops away and it starts to come into a form to manifest in a way that we want it to, without us fretting and going crazy, running after it. It's that kind of energy. We don't have to run after it. It's being brought to us because of that internal energy, and us being able to find all the facts that we need in order for moving forward. We're all different Geminis, but getting that information. Just look down at our angel card. There's nothing to worry about, Gemini. Have faith, surrender, be grateful. Or should we say that in the other way? Be grateful, stay in harmony and balance, like our Justice card. Get creative, then have faith and surrender. There's nothing to worry about. It says you're safe, and this situation is under the perfect control of divine providence, And universal order, that's your justice card here. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation to ensure the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. Wow. Us Geminis got it going this month. Got it going, I'm sure. Let's see. I got the wrong one here. Nope, I went the wrong way. That's what I always tell you. It's pretty bad when you have to repeat the alphabet in your head in order to find the letter that you're looking for. It says the angel sent you this card because you've been needlessly worrying. Worrying is a form of prayer that draws to you that which you do not want or desire. Release your worries to your angels, as there truly is nothing to worry about. In fact, your worries could create a self-fulfilling prophecy. Everything's much better than you imagine. Ask the angels to release you from worry. A happy outcome is inevitable, so avoid worrying lest the negative emotions pull you and the situation down. The angels are with you and everything's okay. We're making it through, Gemini. Well, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I truly appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me, or if you just want to go neb about me, or need to set an appointment with me, all the information's down below in the About section over at the website. And there's 2 short videos over at the website. One explains the prayer class to you that I put out there for you, y'all, if you want it. And it is 2.5 hours long. It explains how you format prayers, why you do them that way, all that kind of stuff. And the other is the sutra classes, and the sutras are simple thought forms you put in a meditation. Takes 5 minutes a day. It enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. Those are over at the website also. So to all of you I met through 4 whole years of doing YouTube videos now, and everybody I've met through 32 years of this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, privilege, and a pleasure, and a joy to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.